Meanwhile, I'm start now. Okay. Atri has participated. Okay. And take last. Okay. So, so good evening to all of you. Good evening. And good Abend, Atri. Good evening, Galina. So, Galina, is it your first time?
Um, Joining your meditations, yes.
Yeah, this is the first time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, how did you come to know about this program, Sarah Yoga program?
I found it into the Meetup app.
Okay, meetup group. Okay, very good. And nice meeting you, first of all. And English language, I hope it is okay for you, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, Galinas, I will just put up a chart in which will show the instrument. Then I will give you a simple explanation. Okay.
Okay.
So then you will be able to understand. One second. Galini chart. Yeah. Check it. Okay. So
Bon.
and three channels means three energy channels, and the left side channel denotes our past and all the what do you call in the normal human body temperature. It is on the left side is a cooling side, cold side, and the right channel is a yellow color channel, and this yellow color channel is the active channel. And right side is futuristic, left side is past, and the middle, which one is colorless, that is the main area in which we have to stay, because past doesn't exist and the future has not yet arrived. Anything can come, anything might happen. So what is reality is we are here at this moment and we are facing each other. So that's a major important thing. And if you are in a room, you are seeing a photograph, you see the color, you see the form, that is reality. But if you are imagining something, that is the future, or if you have been already lost in the thoughts, that's the past. So we don't have to go to both the sides. Okay. But if you see, when you are, morning till evening, what is happening in our system is that either we are thinking about the past or thinking about the future. We are never able to enjoy the present moment, which is the gap between the two sides, the two, thoughts, is either futuristic or the past. They both are non-existent, they are not there. So the truth is the middle one, which is tricky, where we have never been able to stay there. So what happens is that the kundalini is the one which is basically giving us the whole mechanism. And if you see in our Sahaj Yoga, in the icon, the Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, Shri is a respectful addressing, because she gave us this technique. As we respect our gurus and masters, we also call her mother, not only a guru, but a mother, because guru used to be tough and putting discipline only, but mother gives discipline as well as the love. So she has given us this energy, awakening of this energy, without charging us any money, because she says it is like a mother who feeds the child, and the child cannot pay for mother's milk. So similarly, the plant cannot give money, and I mean the flowers, are not going to be, thankful to the sorry, the gardener need not be paid for the bloom and that the flowers that are growing, because it is a nature which is doing, and he cannot purchase it by money. But of course, selling is different, but producing. And then if you see the sunlight, the air, all these things we cannot pay because they are all naturally happening. And similarly, our heartbeat, our breathing, everything also happened because of this beautiful autonomous nervous system, the automatic process. But who is this auto who is managing the whole thing? Is our spirit, and our spirit resides in the heart. And Srimataji has given us a technique through which we can connect our Kundalini to this heart chakra. And then when it passes and comes to the fontanelle bone area, it it develops into a beautiful, combination of a thousand petaled light on Sahasrara. You don't see it, but you can feel it. And this chakra, the last chakra is called Sahasrara, which is the integration of all the other seven energy centers. Okay, the first one being Muladhara. I will also put a link to that. You can see it later. First one is being Muladhara. Second one is Swadhisthana. And the third one being the Nabi, which we will be covering that topic today just after this meditation. And the Nabi is standing for our satisfaction, complete satisfaction. Okay, and also for our inner balance, the family as well as job, everything to balance out. So this is the Nabi chakra, and the Nabi has a beautiful aspect of what do you call satisfaction, which is never there. We can never be satisfied as long as our wants continue. But the moment the Kundalini rises and it gives us a pure satisfaction, after which it will not want anything. Everything else will happen naturally, but nothing will be actually happening, in a cribbing way that you have to live with this, you have to take it, otherwise you'll die. It's not the case. You can have your want, your satisfaction will continue with the energy. Okay. So the beautiful part of this Kundalini awakening inside yoga is that this energy comes through all the seven chakras and then come on top of the Sahasrara chakra. And with this Sahasrara chakra, what happens is you feel the energy of this all pervading energy of the whole universe, which is running the whole universe and all the autonomous function. You can feel it in the hand, in both your hands, and also in the palm, particularly, and also fingertips, then on top of the fontanelle bone area. So that's a beautiful part of the Sahasrara chakra, and it is connected directly with to our heart chakra. So when the Kundalini energy is being awakened, it goes to the spirit, and the spirit communicates to the brain, and from the brain you get the complete coding of what is happening in your complete system. It's all very beautiful, subtle, simple, because if the unauthorized person tries to awaken it, it will become hot. But if it is an authorized person who is opening that, or who is helping to awaken this energy, it will not do any harm. Rather, it will be very pleasant. Okay. Mm, 1 second, please. Just a second, please. I'll have to. Somebody wants to connect. I'm unable to connect. Just a second. Sorry, didn't work out. Anyway, it's fine. Um, so first chakra is standing is responsible for the innocence and childlike joy. Second chakra is creativity and inner knowledge, the knowledge of the yoga, Sahaja Yoga, we call it. Third chakra is standing for the Nabi, which we just talked about, and the chakra around the Nabi is basically um, the chakra around the Nabi is basically going to help us to know our own powers. We become our own master. We don't have to basically ask people or depend on people for the knowledge because our spirit guides us after the realization. We become our own master. And the next one is the heart, which is the security. In Dutch, we call it Sicherheit, security. And this security is inner security. And also, it is a nourishment for all other protective antibodies that are fighting the negative elements or the diseases and so on. So when this center is awakened, the antibodies which are collected in the sternum bone, they travel all over our body, our being, and protect us, guard us. And there is one main power which is controlling, which we'll learn on another day. And then next we have got left in the left side of our heart, the basically in our heart chakra resides our spirit, and the right heart resides our father principle, left heart is our mother principle, and the center heart is for our security. And then we have got the communication chakra, which is the Vishuddhi chakra, in which we basically communicate, and also it is a connection of the nerves of the brain as well as with the hands. They are connected with this area. So the nerve center of our hands, shoulder, all connect with this energy center, the Vishuddhi chakra. This is also responsible for our not only communication but also our behavior and so on. And also this chakra also governs to some extent the eyesight, the inner part of our eyesight. And then also it's also governing our nose and our breathing. Everything can be controlled by lung, but the nose part is controlled, and also mouth, our teeth, everything is being controlled by this chakra. And then we have got the agya chakra. The agya chakra is basically is a center of governing our thoughts, our thought process. As I told, the right and left channel cross in this chakra, and this chakra is basically the quality of this chakra is forgiveness. And this is a beautiful quality, the divine quality. Basically, it's not a human quality, it's a divine quality. Because we always say, if you forgive, you reach the divine state. So that means if you forgive, what happens is both these channels, which are knotted, they open. And like Jesus Christ has prophesied, forgive anyone and everyone without any condition, because he could forgive even those people who put him on the cross. Even under utter pain, severe pain, he forgave people. So when we practice this, then we become light, we become protected, we become completely subtle, and we go from a physical level to the inner level, subtle level, and which is all prescribed in all the holy relics, that when we cross this chakra, we also get our second birth. Okay, because we come here, we get our second birth. The shell, or this, like the egg shell breaks and the chicken comes out. So our spirit and the power of our spirit will reflect on this chakra. It is a symbolically, it is called the second birth. Okay. It all was told that in the scripture that we have to be born again. So this is a birth, this is not the physical birth, it is the inner birth. So when you see all this process, it may look too much of a lecture, but what we would do, we could simply go for the basic experience. Okay, I will directly play a video in which Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, she's guiding this process. You can hear it. Then once the video is over, we'll come back and we can have a small session on the Nabhi Chakra, the third chakra, which is the theme of the day, and then any question and answer we can engage in. So for the time being, I would like to go off the camera, off the video, and I will try to play the video for self-realization, because you are the first one. You are Galina. You are the very new, and there is one Ulrike. May I know, Ulrike, are you? Is the first time, Ulrike? Is it your
No,
first time?
I'm no, I'm long time in Sahaj. I know you. I'm from
Ul-
Berlin.
Ulrike from Berlin. I okay. Your full name? I have not.
Jubelt.
Okay, okay, right. Nice meeting you again. That's what I
Maybe
would say.
I can put the video on, but
Okay,
I'm not.
I don't
Maybe.
know. Yes, yes, I see you. I see you. Right, right, right. Now you can go off. We'll again continue the meditation. Yeah. So I'll play a video where the founder of Saj Yoga, Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, she has been giving this tirelessly to so many thousands and thousands of people around the world. So we will be playing. I'll be playing that video. It's about 10 minutes or so, even less than 10 minutes. Once we are through with that, then we will have a question and answer, and then a special topic of Nabi.
Keep your eyes closed. First of all, please put your right hand on your heart. All the time, the left hand is towards me. Now, here you have to say, in your heart, with all sincerity, Mother, am I the spirit? Ask the question 3 times in your heart. This is a very fundamental question. Now bring the right hand on to the left hand side of your stomach, in the upper part. Here press it. Now this is the center of your mastery, your guidance, your Guru Tattva as they say. So ask a question, Mother, am I my own master? This is a question to be asked 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Now, bring your right hand down below, in the lower part of the abdomen. Now, this is the center from which all the divine work is done. All the pure work is done. So to ask 6 times, because this center has got 6 petals. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. 6 times you just ask. As a result of this asking, the Kundalini starts getting awakened. Now to help the Kundalini to rise, you have to cooperate with her. So please put your right hand on the left hand side in the upper part of your abdomen and press it on the stomach. Now here you have to say with full confidence to help the Kundalini to rise. Mother, I am my own master. This you have to say 10 times. These are the 10 commandments which you have to say. That, Mother, I am my own master. Now, 10 times with full confidence. Now, please raise your right hand to your heart. Now, here you have to say, again with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This is the truth. You are the Spirit. But you have to say with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This you have to say 12 times. Now one has to know that God Almighty is the ocean of love. But above all, He is the ocean of forgiveness. So He forgives. Whatever wrong you do, He forgives. So don't feel guilty and put your right hand across on the left hand side in the corner which is made by your neck and your shoulder. Now here you have to say again with full confidence 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty. Please say it. Mother, I am not guilty. 16 times. I am not guilty at all. Please say it. Please say it. Very hot. Now raise your hand across on your forehead. And it's a very important center. Here you have to say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Please say it from your heart. How many times is not the point. Mother, I forgive everyone. Now some would say that it's very difficult to forgive. But it's a myth that we do not forgive or we forgive. We do not do anything in both the cases. But if we don't forgive, then we play into wrong hands. So please say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Now please take your hand on the back agya, the same center, on the back side of your head and allow your head to rest on it and push it back a little bit. Now here, you have to say, for your satisfaction, because you always feel guilty, that, O Divine, if I have done anything wrong, please forgive me. Please forgive me. From your heart. Stretch your hand fully and put your center of your palm on top of the fontanelle bone area, which was a very soft bone in your childhood. Press it hard. Press hard your scalp. Now you have to move it 7 times, saying one thing, which you have to ask for. Mother, please give us my self-realization. Because I cannot force on you. So you have to ask for it. 7 times, press it hard and move it 7 times. Very hard. slowly, saying that.
Okay, that was the self-realization process. I think Galina has left all other Sarsaj yogis already, Atri as well as Bharat Singh and Ulrike, all of you. So what we'll do, still I'll play the Nabhi Chakra because today's chapter is Nabhi. So I would play this video for the Nabhi. Then it's about 15 to 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we can close the session. Thank you so much. I'll play this video for Nabhi Chakra. Mr. Nabhi. Okay, 15 minutes.
Attachment to money, attachment to people, attachment to this is nothing but a hook which hooks you to baser levels. You have to rise above this. And then you really enjoy the beauty of richness. As I told you the other day, I see all beautiful things, it's nice, I don't possess them. See, now these carpets are spread here. If they were mine, I should worry, oh God, now. I hope they are not going to be spoiled. I hope nobody sits on them. I hope they are insured, so nobody runs away with them. But when they don't belong to me, I'm enjoying them better. Other people's things is a better idea. This myth carries us to such an extent of stupidity that sometimes I feel whether these human beings are human beings or they are their possessions. Their spirit is lost, everything is lost, they are not bothered. But if their little possession is lost, they weep and wail and as if they are dead, their forefathers are dead 100 times. But people like me are just badshahs, emperors. They are not bothered. To them, comfort cannot capture them. They don't need any comfort. If you have comfort, it falls upon you. It makes you a slave too. If you seek comfort, you are in for enslavement. Take it from me. Any kind of comfort. It's only human beings who can become really so crazy. No animal can become. There's another type of a comfort is that a mental idea that everybody must appreciate and that you should be able to overpower others. This also comes, I think, from Nabhi Chakra. Is a kind of a feeling that you should be able to overpower many people, they should not look at you. These days in London, there are women who are suffering from a funny disease called anorexia, where they just don't eat. Women just don't eat because they should be thin and skinny. For what? For what you should be thin and skinny? Because you look attractive. But for what? I don't think skinny people look attractive by any chance. Horrible. They create only pity in you. And you feel, repulsive about the whole stuff. Once a beauty queen came to see me, I thought she was a TB patient. And I said, you look all right, but it seems you are a TB patient. She said, no, mother, I've got a beauty prize. I said, who were the people? Doctors must have given you, because they want some patients there. This is the trouble. We go out of the way to trouble our Nabhi, not to eat your food, fasting. If you want to fast this life, next life you will not have any food. Thank you very much. No food. Fasting, all right. You will have a permanent fasting. What do you say? You don't have to do any fasting. Why do you want to fast? And even if you want to fast, because you want to change the timing or maybe for your health's sake, it's all right. But why in the name of God you want to malign him? You have got everything to eat and you don't want to eat. Those who have got food to eat, they don't want to eat. Next life they become poor. And then they blame the rich. But in last life you didn't want it to fast. So this life you are not given any food because you asked for it. And that is how also the Nabhi Chakra gets twisted when you fast like mad. There is no need to fast in the name of God. God has given you all the wealth, all the beauty, all the love. Actually, in Sahaja Yoga, if you fast in my name, I think it's horrible. Because if you want to trouble your mother or to make her uneasy or take a revenge on her, then you say, Mother, I am not going to eat my food. Then mother is finished. That's the best way to conquer her. To say, Mother, I am not going to eat my food. So this kind of mad fasting is also very bad for your Nabhi. And when you do that, then you have a problem because you are invaded by your left-sided, what you call the, beyond the Ida Nadi, you have the collective subconscious. And you are invaded by them. And you are in for trouble. Physically, mentally, emotionally. And mostly those people who fast are very hot-tempered. The day their fasting day is there, never go near them. Because they are already planning what they are going to eat. And in the morning they plan and they don't get it. So they are very angry for that one. All these asahaja things are not going to happen. You have to be normal people. You don't have to put up into tension yourself for Sahaja Yoga, nothing. Be normal. Be nice people. Don't torture yourself. That is one point on the Nabhi on the left hand side, and on the right hand side, don't get into indulgences. Don't pamper yourself. Both things are the same for Sahaja Yoga, whether you starve or you overeat. It's the same. There is no difference between the two. Because if you are not on the seat, whether you are on the left falling or the right, does it make any difference? So to be on the seat is to be in the blessings of Sri Lakshmi, and I have described to you how Sri Lakshmi is a lady. And in her left hand, she has got two lotuses, and the right one lotus, and right hand another lotus on top. It shows a person who is balancing. She's balancing on a lotus. Imagine, she's standing on a lotus. That means she's balancing. And she's balancing, she's standing there, and she is holding two lotuses in her hand, showing that she's like a lotus. A person who is a rich man, Lakshmipati, has to be like a lotus, warm, pink, warm. And even a horrible thing like मधुकर को क्या कहते हैं अंग्रेजी में? विश्वकर्मा. Wasp like thing. I don't know what you call in English. You don't have that black thing. We have a very big black wasp, you see, which is hard like nut and has angular, thorny legs. That black thing comes in, Bhaura, and is good for nothing. But comes in for the residence, for the ashraya, the lotus keeps it on top of its corner, which is a very, very soft thing, with all love. And in the night it closes down so that the poor insect, who is just like a nut, should not get any trouble from the outside there. Like a mother who takes the child in the archer. That love should be there for a Lakshmipati. How many are Lakshmipatis like that? Have you seen any? If they see somebody who is coming with money propositions, then they may open their doors. Otherwise, they have no love for anyone. And those who come to for their ashrayas, for their help, they are not there. On the other side are the people who are so repulsive. They are not like lotus. There is no fragrance. They are such miserly people that they stink of miserliness, while the lotus gives its fragrance through that mud, through that horrible thing, that even the little worms which crawl upon those lotus petals smell of those beautiful fragrance. This is what it has to be. It has to give. It has to be beautiful. It has to be cozy. It has to be welcoming. Then another hand is giving. A Lakshmi is always giving. She doesn't receive. She just gives. If you are really a Lakshmipati, you don't want to have anything from anyone. You don't receive. If you are really rich, who can enrich you more? What can you give to a person who is fully rich? There's no way of entering into it. Now it's all up to the brim. He's rich up to the brim. Then what will you give? You cannot give anything. But where you have to give means that she's a beggar. He's still a beggar. All these so-called rich people who still are hankering money are still beggars. They are not rich. They may think themselves empty vessels, but they are not rich because they are still expecting money. So, it is important that we should understand the money is not the way. Money takes us away from dharma. It takes us away from God. It takes us away from reality. It covers our eyes. We don't think that we have to follow a path of righteousness and of virtue. Because we think we are rich, God is going to be afraid of us. We can even purchase him and can manage him by giving some bribes. That's not so. You must face yourself. You have to face yourself. That is not the money that's going to give you that elation, that higher life. But it is the love of God, the honesty of seeking. Honesty. That is the quality of this chakra is the Satya. Vishnu is the Satya. He is the Narayana. Narayana means Satya. So there cannot be Satya Narayana, isn't it? Narayana is Satya, then how can there be Satya Narayana? But we have many Satya Narayana pujas. For all these Satya Narayanas, Sajogis are not supposed to go. They can only go to Narayana puja. Because Satya Narayana means that part which is added to it for camouflaging is meant for these horrible Brahmins who make you pay. For what? So Sajogis are not allowed to go to Satya Narayana puja. They can have Narayana puja. And what is Narayana ultimately becomes? In the Nabhi Chakra, Narayana existed since he was created by the Devi. And it looks after the seeking, the nourishing of the seeking like a father. And then it incarnates again and again and again to help our seeking to a higher position and a higher position till it reaches a point where you start seeking God Almighty. Then you jump into the Shakti of Mahalakshmi. Then you are in the hands of Mahalakshmi Shakti. Means Lakshmi evolves into Mahalakshmi principle. Now this Mahalakshmi principle resides in the central path of Sushumna. And this central path of Sushumna is to be established fully or awakened when the Kundalini rises. When the Kundalini does not rise, this path is kept absolutely blank. It is absolutely blank. There is nothing in it except for the deities who are lying without any light. When the Kundalini rises, then only these deities get awakened. And when they get awakened, this Sushumna path, this central path of Mahalakshmi starts acting as the balancing power to begin with at the Nabhi Chakra. But you have a new dimension you have to use.
So that's a beautiful video about Nabi. So it's also on the YouTube. What I would do is that I will take the chat function of that in the chat. Maybe I'll send it to you by separately in the Germany wide um, WhatsApp group. So I think we all have been in Sahaja for quite some time. We know about Nabi and Atri. I can introduce Atri. Atri is basically lives in Ingolstadt and I think nowadays he's in Frankfurt also. And he's a regular meditating person nowadays, and he's also known to Abbott and to me. And Bharat is also a long timer. Ulrika is from Berlin. Ulrika is also a long timer. So I don't think there is any new person now. So what we could do is that we could, say thanks to Shimadaji from the bottom of our heart, and then we can raise our Kundalini, take a bandhan. So that's the end of the session today. So next session will be English session will be on next Monday at 7:30 p.m. like today. So thank you so much. Any question from anyone? Atri, irgendeine Frage? Möchtest du auf Kamera kommen und was reden, was sagen? Alles okay bei dir? Okay, super. Schön. Du kannst mich später noch anrufen, ja, telefonisch, Atri. Jederzeit kannst du mich anrufen.
Okay, okay,
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Bharat. Thank you so
okay,
much.
okay.
Okay, Atri. Bye bye. And Ulrike, bye bye. Wie geht es dein Sohn, dein Tochter? Sie ist eine schöne Tochter. Ich habe, ja, sie ist Gauris
Ja,
alt. Gauris altes Jahr.
naja, bisschen schwierig gerade, schwieriges Alter.
Ja, wie heißt sie eigentlich? Den Namen vergessen.
Amina.
Ah,
Amina.
Amina. Ich bin Bandan. Super. Sweetie Pie, das ist ganz tolle Mädchen. Gauri hat
Okay, sage ich
mehrmals,
ihr. Dann freut
Gauri,
sie sich.
ja, Gauri hat mehrmals